The Lions win. Yes, as we take a live look at Ford Field right now, advancing in the playoffs. It was a night of history at Ford Field, and our Lions did not disappoint. Moments after the win, the locker room celebration and the conversations. Go ahead, take a look.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. The people here are special, man. I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for their support. And today, with the circumstances that were there, it meant a lot, and it was special.
Did you feel that calmed you down at all?
No, it made me feel pretty good. It was exciting. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that, but yeah, man, I love these guys.
Derick, it took a while for you to feel like this was your home. I don't know if there's any doubt in the last 2 years now, but did this almost cement that this is going to be a part of your life forever, this place?
Yeah, I hope so. This place is special to me, and like I just said, these people are special. That's the best home atmosphere I've ever played in front of, and I expect next week to be, on top of that or second. And it's a special place to play, and I've only been here for 3 years, but to see us come from where we were to where we are now, and the fans endure some of that. It's special to be able to get this W for them and for this group in our locker room.
So how fun was that?
Really fun. it was a lot of electricity out there. You could feel it throughout the whole week. We knew what it was going to be.
How does it feel to be part of history with this franchise, winning a game for the first time in the playoffs in 30 years?
Yeah, it's my fault. It's really special. It's been a long time since this happened. So just to be able to celebrate with these guys means a lot. So.
Your first carry of the night went into the end zone. What were your emotions like scoring that touchdown in the playoffs as a rookie?
I was like, finally, I haven't scored in a while. But O-line did a great job blocking. So.
Shout out to Detroit, shout out to Motor City, shout out to fans. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all just being loyal to us. Make sure y'all tune into this broadcast at Channel 4 so y'all continue to see what's going on for the updates. Second round here in Detroit, Motor City at Ford Field, second playoff game in history. Let's do this.
Is that a mic drop?
Give that man a show right here on Local 4 Plus. The other guy who has a show on here on Local 4 Plus, Derick Hutchinson from ClickOnDetroit.com. All right, Derick, it is so good to see you. The last 8 minutes of that game, I don't think I could breathe very much, and it wasn't until St. Brown finally made that catch that I was like, oh my God, we did it.
Yeah.
Take me through, how fun was that? It was a great question by Hobie.
Fun? It was nerve-wracking, that's for sure. Because the Lions are only up 1 point, so if they give up a field goal even, they fall behind for the first time, and it's Matthew Stafford, so the stakes are even higher than just a playoff game. So yeah, the fourth quarter was a really fun game. It was a really competitive game, but yeah, a lot of nerves down the stretch there.
Okay, so what was your headline that you write after this and waking up this morning after seeing everything that you did?
Yeah, it's kind of twofold, right? Mm-hmm. There's the Stafford angle, because that was sort of the elephant in the room. And then, but the main thing is the Lions win their first playoff game in over 3 decades. So we've waited so long for a team that's even competitive, really, let alone having a home playoff game. So to finally get one and then to win it, that was your headline.
Yeah, and Jared Goff really stepping up, and everyone's like, all right, Jared Goff's our man. He's our guy.
Yeah.
And so much had been talked about how he can get rattled, when the pressure is on him. When you saw him perform last night, and again with such this close margin, when he had to make plays, what went through your mind about this is our guy?
Just super happy for him.
Yeah.
This game meant so much to him. Obviously, the way that his breakup with the Rams went down, he's been open about saying it left a chip on his shoulder. He didn't love the way that happened. They sort of gave up on him. So, and then Matthew Stafford goes there and immediately wins the Super Bowl. So it's kind of like you had to hear these last 3 years about how the guy who replaced you was the missing piece for your team to win the Super Bowl. And then, meanwhile, he's just in Detroit working, getting a little bit better. The team's getting better around him. And he's had some good games this year, some bad games, but this was the biggest game of the season, and he played excellent. 3 touchdowns on the first 3 drives.
Yeah.
The Lions set the tone early, and obviously they needed every single point. So, yeah, he was awesome. Couldn't be happier for Jared Goff.
Talk to me a little bit, just from a fan perspective. I think sometimes it's hard for Lions fans. We don't really know how to win like this. When we talk about winning, it still feels very surreal. And do you feel that the fans have the faith? They're not like, all right, we're either going to get screwed by a call or something terrible is going to happen. I know when it's 23-24, and I'm like, but this is the Lions. Like, something could happen at the last minute.
Yeah, they actually got a couple nice calls yesterday, so that was a change. But I think Lions fans have bought in, completely bought in. I mean, what more can you do than win a playoff game, beat a team that had just won 7 of its last 8 games, with the only loss coming in overtime to the best team in the NFL, the Ravens. So the Rams were a very good team. This wasn't your ordinary 60. This felt like a second-round playoff game with the quality of these teams. So you go out and win that game. Everybody should be bought in. If they're not, they're never going to be.
All right, so now I'm looking and I'm wondering, I'm like, who do we want to play on Sunday? And we're going to find that out tonight when the Bucs and the Phillies face off. But what do you think?
You always want to be careful what you wish for,
Or the
right?
Eagles, sorry, Philadelphia Eagles, sorry.
Because like you say one, and then that team comes in and beats you, and then everybody's like, well, you said you wanted them. But I think you want the Buccaneers. I mean, they're both teams that are heading in different directions. I think the Eagles are a little better than they finished the season. But at the end of the day, I'd rather not face an MVP caliber quarterback, and that's what Jalen Hurts is. So
yeah.
I think Lions fans are probably rooting for the Buccaneers tonight.
All right, so we'll look for more of your writing on clickondetroit.com. And of course, Derick will be talking to you all week long as we get the Kool-Aid Corner back up and running. You guys should be doing a little talk show there here in the afternoon, so it's all good. And this is, man, what a time to be a Lions fan. All right, thanks so much,
Thanks,
Derick.
Christy.